course, our very own Dr. Adekunle. Please give me a round of applause, please.
This is the live section for
Also be told
induction.
that
Teachers
the representative of the
so join us,
for
teacher.
Arts and Social Science, Dr. Okanni. A round of applause, please.
Dr. Okanni.
I've seen quite a lot of people here. I will not fail to recognize our postgraduate coordinator, Dr. Wale Falobi. A round of applause, please. And the former sub-dean of the Faculty of Education, Dr. Shola Lawrence Ige. Amidst me, other distinguished members of this great faculty that are here, to come back to much recognition, but owing to exigency of time, I just need to quickly move like a light. May I, at this juncture, request that we be on our feet as we take the opening prayer, and after the opening prayer, we remain standing for the first stanza of the national anthem of Nigeria.
Yes,
and the TRCM item. But the little ones are doing, as just said, as she did, it is something she's previewed. Dr. Edwela, to please commit us in the hands of God. Let's pray.
Alright.
Oh God, our Heavenly Father, we thank you for this afternoon. We are gathered together, even in this place for this induction ceremony. We ask that your presence will come into our midst, and that at the end of everything, your name will be glorified. In Jesus' name we are praying.
Amen.
Amen. Please, I apologize. Please find this place in your left ear. Forgive me, it was not intended. As we are standing, we take the rendition.
In brotherhood we stand, Nigeria, our brothers and our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace and battle, honor and disregard gain. To honor our children, abandon without stay. O God of all creation, grant this our request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed. And so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed.
TRCM anthem.
Jesus of Nigeria, Jesus of Africa. Let me see, yes. Teaching of good perfection is time for transformation. It's time to restore glory, begin the transformation. Begin the restoration. The RCM is there. The giants of Africa, the pride of Nigeria, in America and Asia, in far away you go. The RCM is always teaching for excellence. shall not
May we be seated. So we're back again to the section CRC and Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria.
The University of First Choice and the Nation's Life. And I'd like to say that this is the only university that was listed by an act of parliament in 1962. This is the only university you can access by air. We have a landing place for you. The only university you can also access via the road. And I recall that on October 30th, which was a Monday, 2023, the German Chancellor of the Federal Republic of Germany, Olaf Scholz, when he was coming into the University of Lagos, after visiting the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, he came to the University of Lagos via the Lagoon Front. And we are also making something effort in ensuring that the future ready Vice Chancellor of the University of Lagos, who is unavoidably absent, Professor Folashade Tolulope Okushola, OON, SAS, first female Vice Chancellor of the University of Lagos, is making something effort in ensuring that in this time we begin to access the University of Lagos by 2 and by 3. We are the first university in Africa to use a zero emission vehicle. What we want to do is ensuring that we reduce the carbon that is emitted into the air, and we want to have a cleaner environment. And finally, just on Thursday, the Times Higher Education rated University of Lagos as the best university in the entire Nigeria. And this doctor, if you are the dean of the best faculty in the best university, it means truly you are the best. Professor Adebayo, Simeon Oladipo, the chief host and the dean of the faculty of education.
The registrar, the coordinators, the heads of the department here, the sub-dean, distinguished speakers here, dear colleagues, greetings from the 13th Vice Chancellor of the University of Lagos, Professor Folashade Tolulope Okushola, OON, FAS. A round of applause for our Vice Chancellor. May I apologize on behalf of the Vice Chancellor that the university is busy today. I've attended about 3 programs today, and the Vice Chancellor with 2 ministers and representatives of the governor are already in another program, and that's why we cannot see any of them there. Sorry for that. So I am representing the Vice Chancellor here, as well as the Dean, Faculty of Education. Thank you, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, members of Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, and most importantly, our newly inducted graduate teachers. Congratulations to you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, with the profound sense of responsibility that I stand
Have the
before
floor,
you
Dr.
today
Teacher.
as the Dean of Education at this momentous induction ceremony organized by the Teachers Federation Council of Nigeria. First and foremost, allow me to extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you, our fresh cohorts of professional educators. You have crossed the education threshold, not just in your careers, but in your commitment to shaping the future of our great nation. Today marks the formal recognition of your qualifications, your dedication, your readiness to join the noble ranks of those who made minds and ignite passions. As we gather in this hall, filled with anticipation and promise, I am reminded of the timeless words of Nelson Mandela that education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. In Nigeria, where our population burgeons with youthful energy and our challenges are as vast as our potentials, you, young doctors, are the wielders of that weapon. The 12th establishment of the Teachers Federation Council of Nigeria Act of 1993 has been instrumental in professionalizing teaching in our nation. By adopting you today, we are not merely issuing certificates, we are entrusting you with the sacred duties of upholding standards, upholding the standard, fostering innovation, and ensuring that every Nigerian child has access to quality education. Let me take a moment to reflect on the journey that has brought you here. Many of you have navigated the rigors of university programs, perhaps, and other institutions where faculties of education like mine have strived to equip you with pedagogical skills, subject mastery, and ethical grounding. You've endured lectures on curriculum development, classroom management, and inclusive education. You practiced in teaching principles, facing the unpredictable dynamics of real classrooms. And now, with your tertiary certification, you are officially registered professionals bound by code of conduct that demands excellence, integrity, and lifelong learning. But what does it really mean to be a teacher in Nigeria today? In a nation grappled with issues like inadequate infrastructure, teacher shortage, particularly at all levels of education, at the lower level, at the middle level, and at tertiary institutions. And the digital device exacerbated by COVID-19 pandemic, your role transcends mere instructions. You are architects of equity. Consider the statistics. According to recent reports from the Universal Basic Education Commission, millions of Nigerian children are out of school, particularly in the northern region of Nigeria. As new teachers, you may find yourselves posted to underserved communities where a single classroom might host students from diverse backgrounds, speaking multiple languages and facing socioeconomic barriers. Your induction today is a call to bridge these gaps, to use differentiated instruction to incorporate local contents into lessons, and to advocate for resources that make education accessible to all. Moreover, in an area dominated by technology, we must embrace the tools of the 21st century. The National Policy on Education emphasizes ICT integration. Yet, many schools lack basic computers. You have to improvise. As still students educated educators, creativity and problem solving skills. Teach your students to question, to analyze, to dream, and dream big. In you contribute to Nigeria's Vision 2050, where education drives economic diversification beyond oil, nurturing entrepreneurs, scientists, and leaders in Nigeria. Yet, with great power comes great responsibility. The Teachers National Council of Nigeria Code of Conduct outlines ethical standards that you must uphold. Avoid any form of malpractice in your duties, such as exam fraud or corporal punishment in schools, which have plagued our system. Instead, model integrity, be punctual, prepared, and passionate in your responsibilities. Engage in continuous professional development, attend workshops as a friend do. Pursue advanced degrees when necessary, or join professional bodies like the NUT or as appropriate to your field of study or your level of operation. Research shows that teachers who engage in reflective practice see improved student outcomes. As for me, I urge you, document your experiences, share best practices with peers, and contribute to educational research wherever you may find yourself, within Nigeria or outside Nigeria. Our universities are eager for partnerships. Let's collaborate to define teacher training programs based on real-world feedback. Let me share a personal anecdote to illustrate the impact you can have in your teaching career. Early in my teaching career, I taught in the secondary school. One student, a young lady for that matter, from a humble background, struggled with mathematics just like anyone. I did as well at my own time. Through patient guidance and lecture sessions, she not only excelled but went on to study engineering at university. So you have a time to counsel, to persuade, to encourage, to pray, and to support such students when you have them. Today, she designs sustainable infrastructure projects where she is, and she's a multi-millionaire. That transformation wasn't about my efforts, it was about persistence, empathy, and belief in our potentials. You will encounter similar stories outside. Some students may test your limits with behavioral issues stemming from home challenges like poverty or family instability. Others might shine brightly, needing your encouragement to soar. In all cases, remember, you are not just imparting knowledge, you are building character. Addressing the broader ecosystem, and recommend the Teachers National Council of Nigeria for strides in teachers' legislation in Nigeria, which has grown from a few thousands in nearly 22,000 to over 1 million in our applause for Teachers National Council of Nigeria. However, challenges persist. Teacher welfare, salaries, pensions, and working conditions must improve to retain talents in Nigeria's educational system. As in of this, today, you have a voice, participate in policy dialogues, advocate for the implementation of teachers' education millennium standards, and the minimum that we can get will be great. Ensuring that pre-service training aligns with global best practices like those from UNESCO's Teacher Task Force. Furthermore, inclusivity must be at the heart of your paid practice as teachers. Nigerian diversity, over 250 ethnic groups, multiple religions, and varying abilities demand culturally responsive teaching. Integrate indigenous knowledge in your duties. rich history that celebrates our heroes. For students with disabilities, apply a universal learning design. You will meet them there. And in the face of gender disparity, empower girls to pursue STEM fields, countering stereotypes that limit their aspirations. Encourage them. Encourage girls, encourage boys. As we navigate global shifts such as climate change and artificial intelligence, prepare your students for an uncertain future. Teach sustainability, perhaps, through school gardens or environmental projects. Introduce coding basics, even in low-cost settings, using unplugged activities. Your induction today equips you to lead this charge as you lead the University of Lagos. Finally, to you, the inductees, go forward and teach with heart. Illuminate minds, uplift communities, and build a Nigerian where every child thrives. May your career be fulfilling, your impact enduring, and your legacy profound. Congratulations once more, and God bless you all.
Thank you.
It won't be out of place if I request that we once again give the Dean Faculty of Education and our Chief Host, Professor Ogbodu Senior Manager and the family of the class. Thank you very much for that excellent speech. I respectfully recognize the head of the Department of Science Education, Professor Okanni. You are most welcome. Thank you very much. They are moving swiftly, and you know that the slogan of TRCN is empowering Nigerian teachers for excellence, and we will not settle for less. May I humbly and respectfully invite to give us her own words. She can be here and she will not say something. My late dad used to tell me that when you are the head, you are the headline. When you are at the top, you remain the topic. Because you are the headline and the topic, people behind you will say a lot of things. But guess what? The reason they are behind and they are not ahead of you. The headline and the topic of this event, we are humbly and respectfully invite the Registrar, Chief Executive, Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, Dr. Oleke Sheyemo, for our remarks. Please, we can do better to appreciate her, please. She's the reason why we are here. If she says no induction, we all go. Applause. Please be up on your feet and give her a round of applause, please. Thank you very much.
Great appetite. The greatest and the greatest and the greatest appetite. Because I'm one of you. I'm sure I'm not home today. 2 years ago, my own hall of residence was right behind you. You can sit down, man. You can sit down. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The Dean of the Faculty, Professor Ogbodu Okanni. Thank you so much for inviting us, sir. Dr. Enola, the Sub-Dean, Dr. Adekunle, the Coordinator of the Sandwich Program, Professor Shopekno, the HOD, and also Dr. Okanni, permit me to stand up every existing protocol. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure everybody's looking at me like, where did she come from? I actually finished 3 years ago from here. Exactly 36 years ago, I finished from this side of the world.
Wow. I said it's 3 years. I said it's 3 years.
The Dean, distinguished guests, respected faculty, proud families, and above all, members of the Senate and fresh inductees, the future pillars of Nigeria's education program. It is with immense joy and pride that I stand before you today at this momentous induction ceremony. a rite of passage that marks your transition from aspiring educators to certified professionals. Thank you. Today is not only an event on your calendar, it is a declaration of your commitment to shaping young minds, to building the nation, and to uphold the dignity and standards of a noble profession. As educators, you're not just conveyors of curriculum, you are mentors, you are motivators, guiders of knowledge, and the architects of destiny. Thank you. Nigeria's hope for a brighter tomorrow is wrapped in the minds of learners sitting in your classrooms. And you hold the key to unlock the potential. Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria recognizes the weight of this calling, and that is why we demand not just competence, but character. We're not demanding for qualification alone from the University of Lagos, but we demand dedication. As we embark on this noble profession, it is very essential we prioritize the safety and the well-being of all our students when we go into classes. As educators, we have a sacred responsibility to create a secure learning environment. Let's uphold the highest standards of integrity, professionalism, and compassion. The key principles to guide us include: number one, for the inductees of today, let's respect students' dignity and rights. Let's maintain professional boundaries. Let's report concerns or incident properly, and let's foster inclusivity and empathy. Together, let's nurture a culture of care, trust, and accountability. In today's rapidly evolving world, it's crucial to integrate the 4 C's. And if you don't take anything away from my speech today, never forget to have the 4 C's in every lesson plan of yours. Give the children the opportunity to have critical thinking opportunity. Allow them. What we're saying now in 21st century is you must give inquiry-based learning. Not just the close questions. What is your name? My name is Rokesh Yombo. If that question does not add any value to me, would you like to talk to me about yourself? It makes me to think. And that is the open-ended question that we are propagating. Allow children to have opportunity for critical thinking. Allow them to collaborate. Even though the MC was saying this is the best university, I'm not sure if it's from my school. But I tell you, I am one of the products here, and this indeed is one of the best universities that will always make standards for the best. Allow the children to see the opportunity of being very creative. We have produced enough pastors, enough imams. It's high time to bring out innovators. Who are those people that will be coming out of your classes? The last C is communication. There must be a lot of opportunities for speaking and listening in your classes. These skills will empower your students to think critically and solve complex problems. Collaborate effectively with peers and communities. We need to allow them to cultivate innovative ideas and solutions, and to communicate clearly and persuasively. By embedding these skills, ladies and gentlemen, you prepare students for success in an increasingly interconnected world. TRCN is undergoing a remarkable digital transformation aimed at redefining and strengthening the professionalization drive, thus improving education standards across the country. By the way, if you have not registered yourself, please go on www.trcn.gov.ng. www.trcn.gov.ng. When you're registered there, every parent conveniently can check for you. Every employer can check for you. And that's something that people are not joking with anymore. Thank you. With a renewed focus on integrating technology into our system processes, this will provide seamless navigation and access to a range of programs and activities. At the heart of this initiative is a commitment to inclusivity. modern tools and artificial intelligence, ensuring that no teacher is left behind in the shift towards digital education. The reforms align with the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu ahead, emphasizing the need for tech-savvy teachers who can drive academic excellence across Nigerian schools. By the way, very soon, before the year runs out, to write lesson plan in Nigeria will become history. Because if you are a registered teacher on TRCN website, conveniently you can go to AI generated lesson platform on our website.
My God.
And also, if you cannot actually generate your own lesson plans, particularly with simulations, you will be able to access prescriptive lesson plans that has been written, because this is teachers supporting teachers, and we're talking about standing teachers in all the 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria. So conveniently, what is being taught in Katsina will be taught in Lagos, because we want to move education forward as quickly as possible. This induction today serves as a solemn acknowledgement of your readiness to take on responsibilities and ethics embedded in the teaching profession. Your registration will here.
Yes. Let's do the mic. Yeah. This one.
So I'm still live here. Still live here.
Oh, let's do this now. As I don't get the car, now I later season.
Ooh. Battery has gone.
Compassion for others and resilience in the face of all challenges in education. Classroom. You must be courageous advocate for equity, especially for marginalized children. And above all, you must be passionate defenders of truth and excellence. This is a call to lifelong service. Let me end with this. Teaching is not a job, it is a mission. And the most powerful classrooms are not built with walls, but with heart like yours. You are the heartbeat of Nigeria's educational transformation. Congratulations to each and every one of you this afternoon. May you inspire, may you uplift, and may you lead with distinction. Thank you all, and God bless everyone.
Thank you.
Anyways, my
Anyway,
name is Induction. But people like to call me OT, which is an acronym for Oliver Twist. And you know what Oliver Twist does? They just always like to ask for more. It will be a disservice, an injustice, and not appreciating the headline of TRC, our registrar and chief executive, Dr. Ronke Shilombo, to give her another resounding locomotive and engine and the serious one in her With people like this, you can be proud to say
Right,
you are
teacher.
in the right profession. And ma'am, what you just did for me just made me remember Peter Drucker. And what did Peter Drucker say? Management is doing the right things, but leadership is doing it right. And that's what you have just done. Please once again give a round of applause. Before we get into the meat of why we are here, let me just recognize the faculty officer, Mr. M.U. Chukwu. A round of applause for her, please. I recall many years ago when eventually dawned on me that I was going to study education.
I'm like,
I felt bad. So what would some of my colleagues who are studying
medicine,
engineering, law, medicine,
name them.
you know, and these admin and all the likes, what do they say about me? But something just dawned on me and told me, a young man, you are in the right profession. And I can comfortably say, to the glory of God. But for education, the countries I have been to, I would never have traveled. And I owe no regrets studying education. And those days, when I put on my white on a Monday morning and I'm heading for practical, when some of my colleagues at Biobaku Saburi, El Kanemi, the one I did, when they try to make a mockery of me and say, this one is putting on white on a Monday morning, I reply them with just one savage response. Show me your ignorance and let me educate you. Talking about giving us an education. The keynote speech to be delivered by Dr. Adekunle Ayotunde on upholding professional integrity as teachers. You can do well to appreciate the coordinator of the service program of the University of Lagos. You can do better to appreciate him, please.
The registrar, Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria, Dr. Ogbodu. The Dean, Faculty of Education, University of Lagos, our own Professor Senior Adebayo Oladipo. The Subdean, Faculty of Education, Dr. Joe Emiola, Heads of Department, Social Sciences Education, Head of Department, Science Education, the Coordinator of Postgraduate Diploma in Education, the Faculty of Education Examination Officer, Dr. Okanni, and in fact the Faculty Officer, the only learned Faculty Officer I know. All other officials of the Teachers Registration Council, they are present. Distinguished academics, they are present. And in fact, the newly inducted professional teachers. Yes, it is both a privilege and profound honor to stand before you on this historic occasion of the formal induction into the noble family of professional teachers in Nigeria. Today marks a defining transition from academic preparation to professional recognition. You are no longer students of education. You are certified and registered teachers. Some of you will recall, especially those of you who did PGDE, I used to tell you, you are cheaters. You are cheaters. You are now
Teachers.
Congratulations,
Congratulations,
you are now professionals entrusted with the sacred responsibility of nurturing the human mind and shaping the destiny of our nation. Let me begin by congratulating each and every one of you. You have completed a rigorous academic journey at the university. A journey marked by intellectual challenges, sleepless nights, practical teaching experiences, discipline, persistence, sacrifice, and personal growth. Today, you are being officially welcomed into a profession that is not merely an occupation, but a lifelong mission, the mission of human development. You have endured lectures, micro-teaching, research projects, and teaching practice, and today, your country says, well done.
Thank you.
The theme upholding professional integrity as teachers captures the essence of the responsibilities that lie ahead of you. Professional integrity is the cornerstone of effective teaching. It is your unwavering commitment to ethical principles, honesty, fairness, and dedication that distinguish a good teacher from a great one. As educators, we are not only transmitters of knowledge, but also role models who shape the character and future of countless young minds. Upholding integrity means placing honesty in all the dealings with students, colleagues, parents, and the community. It requires fairness, ensuring that every student receives equal opportunity and encouragement to realize their potential. Your commitment to confidentiality, respect for diversity, and lifelong pursuit of learning are equally vital components of this integrity. Quiet now is part of the integrity about. Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hi.
I am talking of the even keeping quiet now is part of the integrity I am talking about. Integrity is the bedrock of our profession. When a teacher lacks integrity, the foundation of education itself begins to crumble. Integrity means doing what is right, even when no one is watching. It means fairness in grading. It means maintaining professional boundaries. It means protecting the dignity and right of every learner. Remember, students learn more from who you are than from what you teach. When you model honesty, they learn truth. When you show compassion, they learn empathy. When you operate, let your classroom reflect not intelligence, but integrity. In today's complex world, where misinformation is rampant and values are often challenged. The role of teachers becomes even more crucial. You have to learn to inspire critical thinking, foster ethical reasoning, and develop socially responsible citizens. Upholding professional integrity is a safeguard against the temptations and pressures that could otherwise compromise the quality and truthfulness of education. Today is not a ceremony. It is a rite of passage. A moment when the years of academic preparation culminate in professional recognition. They are no longer schools of recognition. They are now certified, ethical, and professional teachers of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. There is a universal truth that is even corroborated by the national that no man rise above the quality of teachers.
Yeah.
Every strong economy, every just society, every innovation in science and technology can trace its root to a teacher. Teachers are the architects and engineers of civilization. The other time the people was talking about the saying. I want to recast the saying. The saying is that a medical doctor buries his mistake. An engineer died with his mistake. But society perishes to the mistake of the teacher. And that is to tell you your importance in the society. As strong teachers, we are not just transmitters of knowledge, we are intellectual leaders, nation builders, and moral compass. We carry the intellectual tools to transform the society through education, research, and mentorship. Each time we enter a classroom, we are shaping the future. Every lesson taught, every answer, and every value imparted step towards national renewal. The classroom is where Nigeria's tomorrow is being written. Tomorrow is sacred. You are the silent heroes behind every successful doctor, leader, and innovator. Let that sink in. You are the teacher who teaches all other professions. Today's event marks a transition from being graduates to professionals. It is not a mere formality. It is a professional covenant. It signifies that we are now bound by standards, by ethics, and by a lifelong commitment to excellence in teaching. Professionalism is not only titles or certificates.
So I'm going to end this live section now. I'll end the live section. See you later.
As trained educators, we must embody 4 key pillars of competence, ethical conduct, commitment to service, and collaboration and leadership. Professionalism is your signature. It is what will distinguish you in a world where everyone claims to know, but only professionals understand. Colleagues, we live in a time where values are being tested. Integrity has become the rarest commodity in many professions. But as teachers, we cannot afford to lose it. We are in a digital age. An era of artificial intelligence, virtual classrooms, and global connectivity.